There's the camera.
Hey, you're in the way of the camera.
Oh, look, this guy's yelling at me.
You just can't be in front of the camera, okay?
Is that a law?
Yeah, you're blocking this.
No, but what's the law that says?
I'll tell you again, then I call the cops.
Yeah, go ahead, call the cops, man. What law?
He got a sign up that said, he got a radar sign up letting people know that he's here. Okay? Okay, you move to the back of his van and do your job?
I'm gonna stand right here, sir.
All right. You're talking in circles now, trying to make yourself sound better?
We've been talking in circles. I've been saying that for
No, you're
5
talking
minutes.
in circles.
Well, I'm going to exercise my First Amendment right, and I'm going to stand wherever I want to stand on a public sidewalk.
As long as you don't interfere with his operations,
then you guys need to move then. If
I'm
interfering, you guys need to move your operation somewhere else. Hey guys, I want to give a shout out to one of my favorite showcasing channels, Recognizing Our Rights. They consistently showcase our channel, and they just dropped a video of Donut Hole and I at the Department of Corrections, DRDC. Go check that out. I have a link in the description and the pinned comment. But go check out the rest of their videos, guys. Like and subscribe. I promise you'll enjoy their content. They're doing great work. And make sure you let them know I sent you. All right, guys, enjoy the video. Hey guys, Denver Metro Audits. Look what I found. I found the speed trap van. We're over here off Federal, just not too far from where we were last time, here in Sheridan. And it's actually not the same lady. I've seen her around a bunch, but it's actually the guy that does this too. So let's go stand on a public sidewalk right here. See what happens. He's waving. So we'll just stand right here. That's the camera right there. Here's the camera.
Hey, you're in the way of the camera.
Oh, look, this guy's yelling at me. This guy's yelling at me, waving. Says I'm in the way of the camera, but this is public sidewalk. Come on, see? Public sidewalk, so I can stand here. Doesn't matter if I'm in the way of his camera. Trying to take pictures.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you again, you're in the way of the camera.
What's that?
You're in the way of the camera. You can't do that. You can take pictures all day long.
I can't?
You just
I can't do that?
You just can't be in front of the camera, okay?
Is that a law?
Yeah, you're blocking this.
No, but what's the law that says?
I'll tell you again, then I call the cops.
Yeah, go ahead, call the cops, man. Alright, so I guess he's gonna call the cops. Let's see what happens. Yeah. What's up, man? Well, we got some police contact, guys.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Okay, good. So, again, I'm Officer Williams with the Sheridan Police Department. You can film all you want, but you can't block this guy from doing his job. He's pointing this way. You can film him on the other side, but you're obstructing his job so he can monitor traffic.
Sir, I'm on a public sidewalk here.
I know.
I can stand anywhere I want on a public sidewalk, sir.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. And I know you're a First Amendment auditor. I deal with you guys enough.
First Amendment auditor?
Or whatever you are.
What's that?
Okay? Whatever you are. But you're blocking this guy from doing his job. Yeah.
I'm allowed to stand on a public sidewalk, sir.
Right, but you're blocking his...
Doesn't matter.
Can he do his job?
Can move. Doesn't matter.
Can he do his job?
Doesn't matter if he can do his job or not, sir. This is a public sidewalk. I'm allowed to stand on a public sidewalk.
Right,
I stand here all day I want. Doesn't matter if that guy's there or not. Okay. You already know. You said you know what I'm doing, so you should know better then.
But you're still blocking his job. You're still blocking.
Am I breaking the law?
Yeah, you're breaking the law.
Okay,
He's trying
which
to do
law?
his job.
Can you tell me which law? What law?
He got a sign up that said he got a radar sign up letting people know that he's here. Okay. Can you move to the back of his van
I
and
can-
do your job?
I'm gonna stand right here, sir.
All right.
This is a public sidewalk. I'm allowed to
Right.
stand on a public
Absolutely.
sidewalk.
I'm not disagreeing
Okay.
with that.
But you said I'm breaking the law. I'm not breaking the law.
231.
Hi, how's it going?
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you? Are you doing a ride along or
No, I'm a co-responder.
co-responder?
Yeah, so I'm a mental health practitioner.
Oh, okay, can you identify?
My name?
Yeah.
Andrea Martin.
Andrea Martin, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. What's your name?
I'm not gonna give that.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Frank,
Yeah.
can you come meet me on the radar van?
I like her though, she's smiling. So you help like mental health people and stuff like that? Like if they're having a breakdown or something? Okay. How come you came to this one? This call?
I ride along with officers. So
Oh, you just ride along with them?
Yep.
Yeah, she come in handy, man. She does a really good job in what she does. She's with our adult team, and she rides with officers in mental health crisis needs. So
Okay.
she's a very good asset to this department and other local agencies.
Good.
Good to have her.
She seems like it. You got good energy. I can
thank you.
feel it. I like your smile.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem. So you said you're Officer Williams.
Officer
What's your badge number?
My badge number is 2003.
Do you have a card?
I do. How
Can I
many
get-
do you want?
Just one.
Okay. There you go.
Thank
There you go.
Thank you.
What you can do validate this rights.
How are you?
So I want to
Hey.
treat them fair. So again,
All right. Did he want to speak to the Sarge or?
I'll request the sergeant come down here and this will just be for future reference. So if we come across this again, we know exactly what to do.
Okay.
Can you identify, sir?
I'm sorry?
Can you identify?
Officer Mark Lung. Here, I'll give you my card.
Awesome. How's your day going?
It's going pretty well. How
Good.
about yours?
It's going good. Except for, I got the cops called on me for not breaking the law.
Okay.
But other
you
than
go.
that, pretty good.
That's good.
5-3. Their incident number is County 31.
So did you get a ticket from the photo radar van? Or
What's that?
did you get a ticket from the photo radar van? No?
No. There's, I have gotten tickets from those before.
So have I.
Yeah. Well, did you know that you don't actually have to pay those?
Yeah, I
Well, thanks for admitting that. A lot of people don't know that they don't have to pay them because it says that well, you can have a warrant for your arrest and the paperwork, but it doesn't grant you your Sixth Amendment right to face your accuser. And they are legitimate if they send an officer to physically serve you, but otherwise you can't face your accuser, which is a camera. So you can really just ignore those and they just go away eventually.
did. Well, it could turn into a civil thing where, they'll come after you in civil court.
Right.
That's what I've heard.
But the amount of resources and money that the city of Sheridan would have to spend to go through that process isn't worth the whatever $100 it is for the ticket.
Did my partner get your name?
He did not.
Can we get that from you?
No, thank you.
No? Why
Nah.
not? I gave you all my information and you're not going to give me anything?
Yeah, but you have to.
That's why I didn't ask the first name.
Oh,
You
okay.
have to, though.
I know that question was going to come.
Oh, okay.
I watch these all the time, man, so I just stay quiet.
Have we not been cooperative with you?
No, you've been nice. I appreciate it. Yeah. It's just that, it's your policy. You're a public servant.
Yeah.
I'm a private citizen. That's
Yeah.
all. I don't have to identify. I'm not breaking the law. So,
He's absolutely right.
thank you.
He's a citizen. He doesn't have to identify himself. We have to identify ourselves. We're a public servant. And that's why I didn't ask him who he was.
Okay.
And actually, I usually have the CRS. I don't have it memorized, but it talks about reasonable articulable suspicion in
Absolutely.
order. Yep, thank you.
That's CRS 101.
108,
101,
101.
yes. Not the statute. It's like speech 101, English 101. It's like the basics.
Oh, right, I see what
Oh,
you're
I
saying.
see.
I think the
I didn't catch
statute
it
is,
either.
yeah, I was like 101, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I got you now.
You know, we learned a lot from from these type of incidents. This is more of a learning thing for us. I don't know if you have a following, but if you do, your followers can Google Bruce Williams at Sheridan Police Department, and they can see the amazing work that we have done in this city. Fox News 31 Read Out Loud program challenges, me sledding with the kids. So they have some fun stuff to talk about once they Google that and they find out that, you know, we're not really the bad guys. You know, we just try to keep the city safe. There's been incidents where cars will block him or just go out their way to kind of obstruct what he's doing. I mean, obviously this individual is a paid employee, okay? And we have to protect him as well. You know, we don't know what your intentions is, if you're going to harm him or not, and apparently you're not. You're just here to collect information, and you have the right to be here on the sidewalk. It's public, but at the same time, I want to know what we can do and what we can't do when things like this happen, right? Because obviously we have to protect him as well. And even if you were sitting in that car and someone did like that, we want to make sure that you're safe as well. So I came down the street and snatched your camera. I would hope that you would call us so that we can find the person that committed that crime. So that's basically why we're here.
Okay.
So, Google Officer Bruce Williams with the Sheridan Police Department.
Okay.
You'll see the wonderful things that we've done in the community. You can go to our Facebook. You know, we're proactive in the community as well.
That's great. That's awesome, man. I got a question for you, Officer Williams. Am I being detained right now?
You're not.
Okay.
You're not being detained. You can walk away if you would like right now.
Okay.
I know you won't, so I won't ask them. At the end of the day, it's the human factor that comes out with me and not the police officer. You get what I'm saying?
I like that because you're a
without
human
this
being
uniform.
first and an officer second, right?
Absolutely. This is just as a profession.
And if you know anybody that needs like food or anything, there's a food bank going on at Sheridan Rec Center right now from 2 to 4:30.
Hey, yeah,
Every Thursday.
Yep, I know about that one every Thursday because I've actually gotten food from there
have
when
you?
I had some hard times. Yeah, they have some. I went there and I was shocked because it's like grocery shopping over there. They got so much food.
got
They
so
load
much
you
stuff.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I try to help them out every once in a while because, you know, sometimes they just need an extra hand.
Uh-huh.
So,
Obstruction. I can't obstruct while I'm on a public sidewalk. So if they were like on a private property or something like that doing that, if they had permission from the owner and then I was obstructing, that would be a crime. But I can't obstruct from being on a public
It all
sidewalk.
depends, though. It all depends. You can obstruct anything. If we was investigating a homicide over here and we feel that you were just too close to a crime scene and we told you to get back to an adequate distance and you refused, that could be part of our obstruction. You know?
Yeah, but if that was the case, then you had to put some crime tape up, and then if you pass the crime tape, then that would be a crime.
And
I can understand that.
Sometimes that's not available, so we'll set up a perimeter. Just like if the crime scene was this whole area, there's not enough crime tape to cover up a building, so we set up perimeters and we try to keep people at a distance, you know, respectively, you know.
Yep.
It allowed us to do our job without conflict, so that's why we set those parameters.
Gotcha.
So this is our sergeant coming up. His name is Sergeant White. Okay, he's the day shift sergeant. So I'm just going to talk to him about your stance, which, like we stated before, this is public property. You have the right to be here. I want to know, as him, do you have the right to stand in front of this vehicle that's employed with the city of Sheridan?
Okay.
If you say you can, man, you're more than welcome to film the way until the battery runs out. You know, I have no problem with that.
Okay.
But if you find something that's in our policy or law or the statute, CRS, that you can't stand in front of a public van that's on duty that's trying to monitor the highway, then we'll figure something out.
Hey.
I'm gonna talk to Hans real quick. Okay.
me a little space here? Just a little space so I can talk to this guy without him having to worry about you recording everything he's saying?
Excuse me.
Well, I mean, he
That's all
doesn't
I'm
have.
asking.
We're in public. He doesn't have any expectation of privacy in public, right?
I'm just asking you as
I
a
know.
polite person.
I
Not asking
appreciate
to
you
be
asking.
rude.
I appreciate you asking politely, but I don't have to. So I'm going to decline that.
Sit in the front seat.
What's that?
Sit in the front seat.
I'm gonna go over
There you go. There's more than one way to skin a cat.
I got pictures of the bottom here.
Right, but how far back,
So I don't know if they're colluding over there trying to figure out what they're going to charge me with.
Same here. So.
You guys got quiet when I came up.
Oh, we're just awkward pause.
Okay.
Is it against the law to be quiet?
No. You guys have a lieutenant. I can't remember his name. But I had it. Huh?
Currently or
No, he's current. I think he's current.
We know who we are. We know who you are.
How many lieutenants do you guys have over there?
we only have one.
Is it there's Lieutenant Anderson? No? Can't remember his name off the top of my head, but
Yeah.
he's a pretty nice guy.
Pretty decent people.
He's got some dental work that he needs to get fixed. You know what I'm talking
yeah, that's it.
about? Okay.
Yeah.
I like him.
He's a good dude.
You got Sergeant Connolly, you know him?
Yep.
He's a little bit aggressive.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, oh yeah. He likes to escalate. I don't know if it's just his voice is loud like that naturally or if that's just
It's totally fine. The only thing we have right now would be the obstruction of government operations, right? As long as he stays far enough away from the van can still operate, then he's fine to be out on the sidewalk and everything. He just has to be back far enough away. So what Hans is telling me, because Hans has the photos of him being impeding the camera's view, okay, right? He's going to have to back up. Hans about 50 feet to our side. So Hans gave me just a marker. He said, approximately the mile marker showing right there.
Okay.
And approximately the light pole there, so the power light pole there. So okay. As long as he's outside of that thing and not impeding the view of the camera, he can stand, record, and take pictures on our instance helps his eyes. Okay. That's all it's to it. If he keeps standing in and impeding the view of the camera, then we have to look at the obstruction issue.
All right. All right. All right. So you heard that? So
hold on. Hey sir. Sir.
Yes.
What's your name and badge number?
Sergeant White, Sheridan Police Department, 1305.
What's your card, please?
What's that?
Card?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Here you go. This is me.
Thank you, sir. So yeah, I heard what you were saying. So if you need me to stay off of an area that's open to the public, you need to put some tape up.
So we're not saying you can't pass through the area, but if you're going to stand and impede him, that's the issue, right?
I understand.
Passing through is an
And
issue.
like I said, you have to put some tape up.
Using the conveyance isn't an issue. He's got signs posted saying that there is a van in operation, so you know he's in operation.
But there's no sign that
there's
says I
signs
can't
saying he's being
stand on
here.
this any area of this public sidewalk
That's why he's
for as
letting
long
you
as I
know
want.
that you're standing in the way. He gave you warnings. He told you were in the
Right.
way. He told you what you were doing. Right now, we're just asking you, please do not stand and block the camera from doing its job. That's all. It's not a lot to ask.
It's not a lawful order though. I can stand anywhere on a public sidewalk. If you want me to not stand here,
Well, if
you have to put some tape up. That's
Where
the law.
it does become an issue is if you're intentionally impeding and interfering with government operations.
Well, I'm not intentionally doing anything. I'm standing on a public sidewalk.
If you've been asked to move and told that you're interfering with government operation and you refuse to move, that is interfering with government operation. Whether we have tape up everywhere or not.
We have to put tape up, sir.
No, we don't. Just like right now, I could tell you that if we were doing something here and I told you that you had to move along because you're impeding our operation, you'd have to move at that point, right?
You'd have to put tape
I don't
up.
have to have the tape up to tell you to move.
You'd have to put tape up, sir.
I don't have to put tape up. We're not going to get into an argument about it, okay? I'm just letting you know right now. if you continue to intentionally interfere with the van's operations, that's interference and obstruction of the government operation, and that's an issue. If you want to be on the sidewalk and stay out of its range, that's fine. If you want to pass through as a conveyance using the sidewalk, that's fine too. We're not saying you can't use the sidewalk. We're just saying don't intentionally interfere with the van doing its job.
I understand I'm not intentionally doing anything, but if I want to stand right here and do my story on this speed trap here, I'm allowed to do that. If I'm inadvertently blocking his camera, that's not my intention, but I'm allowed to be on a public sidewalk, sir. That's the bottom line.
You are allowed to be on a public sidewalk. You are not allowed to interfere with his operation. That's
and I'm
the
not
difference.
interfering.
If he's got multiple photographs of you blocking the camera, and then he also has advised you multiple times you're blocking the camera, and you continue to do so, then you're intentionally doing it at that point. You can't say you're inadvertently doing it when you're aware of what you're doing.
Again, sir, you have to put some tape up then.
We don't have to do that,
Okay,
man.
so what's going to happen then if I continue to stand here?
You'll be cited with obstruction if you continue to interfere with his operation. Now, if standing here is a different story. If you're passing through, use the conveyance, all that, that's on you. That's fine. You just can't interfere with what he's doing. That's the only deal. Does that make sense?
It doesn't make sense, sir, because you're threatening me to cite me or arrest me for a lawful activity. There's no law that says that I can't stand on a public sidewalk, sir.
There is a ordinance that says you cannot interfere with government operations.
Yeah, I understand that, but the thing is that he chose to set up right here on a public sidewalk on public property. So if I want to stand right here, if I want to stand right there, I'm allowed to do that. If that's obstruction, that's on you guys. You guys need to figure out a different place to go then. But you can't restrict a public sidewalk for me to stand right there.
He's not blocking the sidewalk. He's off on the pad on the side. That's
no, but you can't tell a citizen that they can't stand on a public sidewalk.
I can tell you can't interfere with our operations.
Yeah, but if I'm inadvertently interfering, that's not a crime.
Let me ask
you have to move the speed trap.
Let me ask you this: why are you standing here on this public sidewalk?
Because I'm doing a story.
Okay, story on what?
Well, it's not published yet, so I'm not going to give out any information.
So why are you here? You're doing a story?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're intentionally standing here, correct? It's not inadvertent. It's not an accident that you're here. You're here on purpose?
Oh, I'm here on purpose, yeah.
Okay, great. You're here on purpose with the intent to interfere with what he's doing?
No.
Then what are you here for?
I'm here to do a story on this speed trap here.
Okay. So you're intentionally here to be in his way?
No, I'm not intentionally here to be in his way.
Then great. Then don't be in his way. Do your story so he can still continue his operation. And there's no problem. As long you can stand anywhere out here as long as you're not interfering with his operation, not interfering with public transit, all that kind of stuff. You can stand out here and do that. I'm not saying you can't film him. I'm not saying you can't film us. I'm just saying you can't interfere with what he's doing. That's all. That's not even asking a lot.
Seems like we're kind of going around in circles here. So
circles on what?
Well, I mean, you keep explaining yourself over and over, and I keep explaining myself over and over. So I understand that obstruction is a crime, but obstruction, if you can't turn a public sidewalk into a restricted area unless you put tape up.
I'm not restricting your public conveyance, sir. You're free to utilize and move up and down the public conveyance. What you're not allowed to do is intentionally stand in the view of the camera.
And I already told you I'm not doing that.
Then why do I have multiple photographs of you doing it and him telling you can't do it and telling him that you are doing it and you're still doing it?
So if I'm standing where I was standing and that happens to be blocking the camera, that's not a crime. Okay, you guys, like I said, you guys need to move your operation somewhere else where it's not impeding people from being on the public sidewalk.
We're not impeding anybody from being on the sidewalk. That's why he's parked off the sidewalk.
Yeah, but you're telling me I can't stand on a public sidewalk because that's obstruction.
I'm telling
you guys need to move your
stand with the
operation
intent to block him,
and I've repeatedly stated that I'm not intending to block anyone.
All right, then why don't you film him from a different spot?
I'll film from, I'm a free American, sir. I'll film from wherever I want to film.
Okay, so why do you have to film where you're going to impede him from doing his job?
Because I don't, I don't want to answer any more questions, sir.
Okay, then you're free to go.
I'm free to go?
Yeah, you're free to go.
Okay. Free to go, free to stay.
Oh, you're free to go. You're not free to keep interfering with his operation. So you can stay as long as you don't interfere with his operation. If you keep interfering with his operation, that's about. Because now you're more than abundantly aware of what you're doing, and by you refusing to budge at all, you're intentionally staying, hoping that you'll get a ticket at this point. That's the only thing I can think of, is that you want to get one.
Man, I tell you what, I really don't want to get to a ticket.
That's
I want to be
great.
able to
Let's work
exercise
with
my
you on
First
that.
Amendment right without being harassed or intimidated, which is what you guys are doing.
We're
trying to
harassing and intimidating
Yeah,
you?
you're intimidating. I am
How?
not breaking a law. You're trying to tell me that I'm breaking a law, and I'm not breaking a law.
Wait, how am I harassing or intimidating you? We've been very polite.
Well, you threatened me. You
conversational
threatened
this whole time.
to cite me
I
with
said,
a crime.
if
So
you commit this violation, you can be cited with a crime. I'm not saying you're getting cited with one right now. I'm not threatening to do anything with you right now. I'm letting you know what the law is. That's it. Whether you choose to violate it is 100% on you.
okay, we'll see what happens then.
Okay. I hope you have a better day, and I hope.
I mean, I was having a great
that
day
you
until you
don't
guys came.
We came because we were called by our camera van guy right here that you were interfering in his operation. All we're asking you to do is not interfere with his operation. He advised you multiple times. He's got photographs, he's got timestamps, the whole 9 yards. So clearly you've been doing this. That's all. Just don't do that. It's not a hard request.
So that was a key word right there. It's a request, right? Is it a request that you're giving me? Because I can deny requests.
Okay, if you need an order, here's the order. Do not violate the crime of interference with government operations. That's the law. The law itself is an order.
Okay.
It's not me making anything new up. I'm not giving you any extra things. I'm just saying you can't violate the law.
Yeah.
So don't violate
I'm
the law.
not violating the law. You're trying to manipulate the situation and to make it so that I'm violating the law, but I'm not actually violating the law.
You're talking in circles now, trying to
that's
make
what I've been
yourself
saying.
sound better.
We've been talking in circles. I've been saying that for
No, you're
5
talking
minutes.
in circles.
So are you.
I've explained
So I
this
said we're not
repeatedly.
going anywhere.
Okay. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
I mean, you haven't done anything for me. I never needed you guys.
You've been warned about interfering with government instructions. That's it. You've been warned. Do we need to go beyond that?
Well, I'm going to exercise my First Amendment right, and I'm going to stand wherever I want to stand on a public sidewalk.
As long as
Bottom
you don't
line.
interfere with his operations,
Then you guys need to move then.
perfectly well
If I'm interfering, you guys need to move your operation somewhere else.
No, that's not how this
Yeah.
works.
That's how it works.
Tell you what, we're gonna leave, gonna give you the opportunity to do your thing and
Yep.
not interfere with this operation. Stand, do your story, whatever you want to do, okay? Just don't interfere with this operation. That's all.
I'm going to stand wherever I want to stand.
As
do my
long as you
story.
don't interfere with government operations.
And that's
Great.
not
Thank you very much.
if I'm on a public sidewalk, I can stand wherever I want.
Please don't get in my personal space. He's been advised. All right. Excuse me.
Are you down here, Sarge?
He's been advised. Told me he's free to go. Okay.
Good day.
You too.
Take care.
Hey, you too. So honestly, this guy right here is, I don't really like this Sergeant White, assistant manager. Assistant Manager White right here. Trying to threaten to, he's gonna cite me with a crime. I can stand on a public sidewalk, man. Ridiculous. Telling me I can't stand on wherever I want to stand on a public sidewalk. Stupid.
I'm about to take off. Step back from the car so you don't get hit or anything.
Dude, I'm actually in my 30s, bro. I've made it this long.
Well,
Trust me, I'm good.
I sometimes question. People make bad choices all the time. Just making sure you don't get hit by the car.
So here we are, guys. I'm standing on a public sidewalk here. Apparently I'm breaking the law by standing on a public sidewalk. Got some dark tint in here. So there he is, guys. Parasite. Takes a paycheck every day to come steal money from people. Just trying to get home from work or something. The worst of the worst, guys. Worst of the worst. What?
Your camera. Would you please back off?
No, I can't. I can stand right here.
I'm getting out of the car.
Oh, okay.
You're impeding me.
Go ahead. You can get out. I'll move. Guy said he was going to get out of the car. I think he just wanted me to move.
Okay, I'm getting out now.
All right. There he is, guys. Extortionist. Steals money from people for victimless crimes for a living. That's what he looks like.
Have a nice day.
You too. So I guess he decided he's gonna get the hell out of here because can't steal any more money.
Can you please move just a couple of feet so I can get out?
Yeah, sure. You're gonna go off the curb here?
Yeah. I don't want to slip and slide and hit you.
Sure.
Thank you.
Parasite, guys. Parasite. So he's getting out of here, man. Nothing he can do. Can't steal any more money from people. Piece of crap. Bye. All right, guys. So there's some public service for you done right here in the city of Sheridan. So let's go up here to the sign because you know he's going to have to go pick that up. How much food do you think you take out of kids' mouths per year? Stealing money from people for victimless crimes. It's a disgrace, man. You're just a parasite on society. You should do something else, man. Be more productive. You're just a parasite, man. Shameful. So this guy is gonna go ahead and get the heck out of here, man. Mission accomplished. Can't steal any more money. Disgrace, man. Straight disgrace. All right, guys, so that is a wrap for this one. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate everyone's support. Make sure if you've been here for a while, consider hitting the subscribe button. And until next time, guys, love and light.